Said you're a fan of my channel, so I'm sure you know that I will be honest regardless, but Halloween Night is the title of this fan film. It's a Halloween fan film, so I have done trailer reactions and actual reactions for Halloween fan films, like the one that Renee Rivas did, which I enjoyed quite a bit. So I am looking forward to checking this one out. So Halloween Night teaser trailer. Here we go. Action. It's always hard seeing dark videos with these bright ass lights.
I'll never understand why people like this movie.
So, those kids get back. It is Halloween now. Good music choice. Got one of those freaks on you. This October, guys. Cool.
Get out of Aiden's room. No, you're not supposed to be in here.
Cool. Just playing that. Alright guys, well, I gotta admit, I'm pleasantly surprised. Not that I expected it to be bad or anything, but you know, the varying quality of fan films, you never quite know what to expect. That actually looks pretty damn cool. There was some genuine callbacks to like the original kind of portrayal of the shape, where you just kind of see his shoulder coming into view and he's kind of standing there watching. I like the little fake out scene at the end there too. I thought they were going to kind of rip off Halloween 2018 for a second with the closet, but you open up the closet and then you see the jacket and Michael just kind of steps out from underneath it. That was pretty cool. So I'm genuinely interested in this. Halloween is it's a franchise I've had a little bit of drama with as of the most recent film, but it's still a franchise that I've always loved the original concept of the character of Michael Myers. And anybody, whether it's a studio or fan film, that wants to kind of harness that take of Michael Myers usually has my interest. And in this trailer, it seems like this
Did you notice that?
Halloween fan film is doing that. So I'm intrigued. So what do you guys think? Are you guys excited for this? I know we're not getting the Halloween kills until next October, but this October, these guys might satisfy your salivation for some Michael Myers a little bit. So let me know down in the comment section what you guys think of this fan film. Are you excited for it? Have you already been aware of it? Are you already a supporter of it? Please check down below in the video description, like I already said, for their Indiegogo campaign. If you guys want to support this film, that's the best way to do it. So check that out down below. Give these guys some support. I love the fact that so many fan films now are coming out to where you get studio drama, like especially with Friday the 13th, where the studios just cannot get their head out of their ass. And you have fans that say, fine, we'll do it for you. So hopefully this is one of those fan films. The teaser trailer gives a lot of promise for me. So thank you guys once again for contacting me. I'm glad to know about your project now. Otherwise, I'm not sure if I would have heard about it. But thank you so much for including me in it. I'm very happy to promote it because I do like the trailer very much. That is an honest opinion. And everybody, let me know down below what you think and support these guys. So thank you so much for checking this out. Hopefully when this movie comes out, I'll be able to review it. So keep your eyes out for that here this October, even though October is going to be a very busy month for me. So please like and share this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. Please check down below in the video description for not only that Indiegogo link, but all of my social media links like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, my Patreon page, which is a great way to give back to this channel and help this channel grow while getting cool exclusive content for your eyes only. And just below the video description is my Teespring shelf. So check that out. It's all Cody Leach merchandise, all t-shirts, die-cast stickers, there's mugs, there's backpacks, anything that you could possibly want to put one of these designs on, they pretty much have it here. It's like anything that you can imagine. So a lot of very cool designs by Woody Bowen. There will continue to be more in it.
Surprised we watched the movie haven't seen it yet. Surprised those guys from We Watched the Movie haven't seen it yet.
We watch a movie? Because if you don't tell them, they won't know.
Tell them. Tell them, say there's a Halloween night trailer. Check it out. Tell them to review it.
Today I want to do my ranking of Michael Myers masks, my favorite from worst to first. So let's get to it in 3, 2. What is going on, everyone? James Grimm here. Before we get to this ranking of my favorite Michael Myers masks from the movies, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That will ensure that you'll see all future content from me. It takes only a second of your time, and it really goes a long way, especially because I'm very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers at this point, and at 1K subscribers, there will be a giveaway. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and move on to what this video is about, and this video is about me ranking from worst to first the Michael Myers masks from all the Halloween movies. That includes Rob Zombie's H1 and H2, Halloween 2018 obviously, and for obvious reasons, Halloween 3 will not be included. And Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 will have separate rankings, because even though it's the same exact mask, both people who wore the mask, Nick Castle and Nick Warlock, they pulled off the mask and the way it looks just so differently that they both definitely deserve their own spot on this list. And on to number 10 now, we're going to go ahead and choose Halloween 4's mask, because that thing was absolutely ugly as shit. So while Halloween 4 is my second favorite of the whole franchise, there's something about the mask I've absolutely never loved, I've never liked, and you might find that a little weird because I own 3 Halloween 4 masks behind me, but they're just so terrible looking. It looks strange to me. I've always thought it looked like a weird, pale-faced Michael Jackson. In Halloween 4, they had 3 separate masks that they used. They had the Kelly Meeker mask, they had the hero mask, and they have the unconverted mask that you've seen during the school scene where Dr. Loomis gets thrown through the glass window. Now, I'm not going to do a ranking on every single mask used through the franchise, because obviously if I were to do so, Halloween H2O's K&B alien mask would be absolutely dead last, because that thing is also atrocious. But that's why I'm just going to be doing one of these at a time. I'm not going to go into too detail. Now, if you watch this and you comment down below and let me know that you want me to go and make a bigger ranking of every mask used in every film, then I'll totally do so. Actually, no, the H2O CGI would be dead last, and then the K&B mask. But anyways, let's move on to number 9. Number 9 is going to go to Halloween Resurrection. Halloween Resurrection's mask is a mask I really loved when I was a kid. I got it back in 2002. Cinema Secrets offered the mask online. I wanted that mask, and now I look back at it, I'm really confused as to why. The mask really does not look good, in my opinion. It looks like it tried to replicate some of H2O, but went into a separate direction. I think it's another one of those cases where you can see too much of the eyes. I really didn't want to see the shape's eyes, and I'm really big on seeing his eyes. I don't want to see his eyes. You know, his blackest eyes, I know he's a human, and there's real eyeballs behind the mask, and I totally get that. So, anyways, I just thought it showed too much of the eyes, the way the mouth was shaped, the hair, especially during scenes where he walks through the door and he has a fucking afro. I just thought that the actual sculpt wasn't that great. Now, would I love to own one? Sure. Why the hell not? But overall, the mask didn't really cut it for me. I don't really enjoy looking at the mask very much. I mean, certain angles, it looks pretty sweet. There's that scene where never mind, because that was a shadow, that was a silhouette of the shape. You can see the fucking mask. Anyways, it's a glossy looking mask, and I don't like it. I don't like glossy masks. Gloss masks look terrible, in my opinion. I just don't like it. I like matte, or matte, however you want to pronounce it. Also, when you see the shape's eyes up close and you can see all the makeup under there, you're just like, when did he find time to put makeup on before he put the mask on and decided to start killing people? Anyways, let's move on to number 8. And number 8 on this list will go to Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, because at that point it's hardly a mask. It's a piece of mask, and you see his face, and it's like this dirty face, and you see his beard and shit. And I don't like that look at all. I don't like the look at all. I don't want to see. I don't want to see Michael Myers' face. I just don't want to see it. Like, I know he's unmasked in the first one, and in the 5th one, you can kind of see something. But you can totally see it, clear daylight. Tyler Maines, bearded ass face with dirt and mud. It just looks gross and grimy. And the mask looks old. The mask kind of looks cool, but I don't like the fact that it's not even a mask anymore. It's a half mask. So that's why it falls so low or high on this list. Depends how you look at it. And I really, really like the Rob Zombie Michael Myers mask. I really like it. But when H2 came around and got that shit showing, and I'm not into it. So number 7 on this list goes to Halloween H2O's mask, the main mask, the Stan Winston mask. So I actually have this love-hate relationship with this mask. I really am not a big fan of it, but I really do. I don't know what it looks. I know Father Phantom Studios, he makes these masks and he made them look really good. 1 or 2 complaints: I don't like the human hair on these masks, not necessarily from Father Phantom Studios, but just the mask that was used in the film itself. The human hair that's used, you can see the eyes. I'm not really a big fan of that, but overall the sculpt of the mask that was used in the film, I really do like, and I think it's definitely the best mask that was used in the film, other than the opening one, which was an H6 mask, or like an H6 hybrid mask or something along those lines. There's a big story that goes behind it, but the main mask of H2O is a pretty cool mask. It's a Stan Winston mask, and well, like I said before, while I do like it, there's just a couple things I really do not like about it, and that's just the hair and the fact that you can see the eyes clear as day. And number 6 on this list, a lot of people would probably have Blast on their list, but me, I'm a sucker for this mask. I think it looks good, and I do not think it looks like Nicolas Cage at all. So this is obviously Halloween 5's mask. I love this mask. I have it right there. That's the Revenge of the Fifth by Martin Pena. This mask is so different than the other masks. Now the one like this one that currently was created using, it has human hair. I don't believe the actual one in the movie has human hair though. I could be wrong, but from some shots I've been looking at recently, because I actually plan to do my own Halloween 5 mask. It doesn't look like human hair in some shots, so I'm definitely looking forward to doing that and find out what's the best hair to use. But moving on from that, Halloween 5's mask has always been so different to me. It looks so grim, and but it looks grim, and it looks just menacing, and it looks dark, and it just looks evil. And I really thought that mask really fit perfectly, And this is what's weird is I love Halloween 4, but I hate the mask. I love Halloween 5's mask, but I'm not really a big fan of the movie. But it is what it is. Halloween 5's mask is definitely one of my top masks. Obviously, it ranked higher than I think anyone else would rank it. But I'm a huge fan of it, and I wish I had more of it. And here's a quick fact for you. So the Halloween 5 mask was either sculpted off of, or it was mocked up based on the likeness of Greg Nicotero. Or maybe it was casted off of, I don't remember necessarily, but Greg Nicotero, he's famous right now. A lot of people know him from Walking Dead, but he's done like Let's Turn Into Nightmare, Phantasm 2, Evil Dead 2, Transformers, Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. Dude, the resume just keeps going and going and going. So moving on from Halloween 5, let's move on to number 5 on this list. And number 5 on this list is going to go to Halloween 2018. Now this might surprise some of you. Maybe some of you will actually have this closer to maybe to Halloween 1 or Halloween 2. But there's something about this mask that while I do like, I am not the biggest fan of. I really don't like the masks that much. I sure as hell do not like making them or painting them up. But it has nothing to do with that. It's the overall look. The next 4 masks that are ahead of this mask is because they look better. They just overall look better to me. I think Halloween 40 or Halloween 2018, whatever you want to call it, the mask looks good. It's a good looking mask, but it doesn't look like Halloween 1 enough for me to really have it closer to the ranking of Halloween 1 or Halloween 2. Hey, no. I am not saying that it doesn't resemble the first Halloween, Halloween or Halloween 2 enough for me to have it somewhere else, because obviously there's 4 more masks on this list, and there's only Halloween 1 and Halloween 2 that it could possibly resemble close enough to. But what I'm saying is that I'm not the biggest fan of it overall. I think it looks good for what it is, but I'm not too fond of the mask personally. Now these are just my personal opinions, and of course I'd love to hear what you have to say down below, but I'm just not the biggest I'm not the biggest fan of it. And a couple of things, like I don't like the cuts on the neck. I'm just probably being picky at this point. But most of all, the drooping face. Now, from the front, when James Recording wears it, it looks pretty badass, I'm not gonna lie. But just the sculpt itself is just oddly shaped, and I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I don't really need to go further into why I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, this is my ranking, so take it for what it is. You can have your own ranking. But this is why I do this. This is why other people do this, because we all have different opinions of different things, so it's all good. And number 4 on this list goes to Halloween 6. Halloween 6's mask is really one of those masks that's so different than all the others. I actually think it's a lot more closer to H5 than anything else. Maybe the H5 and like a little bit of H1 in there, because from my understanding also is that the H6 mask was actually supposedly was supposed to resemble slightly the H4 cover poster. And if I'm wrong about that, please correct me down below. The H6 mask is just so unique, and the way it fit on George P. Wilbur's head. I mean, I know a couple other people wore it, like A. Michael Lerner and nice suit underneath that. But the way, just the whole thing, the crazy hair. I love the hair. The way the hair shape was, it definitely was absolutely unique, and it's just one of my favorite. I mean, just the overall look of it. If you hate this mask, I don't know why. Overall, this mask is just fucking scary. It looks scary. Like that scene where Michael's chasing the dude down the corridor. It's just like, well, dude, looking at that face, I'm sorry. As much as I love the H1 mask, and it is creepy, if I saw someone walking chasing me with that mask in comparison to the one from H6, especially because the body size of George P. Wilbur and Nick Castle, I don't know, I think I'd be shitting my pants a little bit more with the H6 mask chasing me. Well, actually, I don't think the chasing was George P. Wilbur. I'm pretty sure that was A. Michael Lerner. Alright, so now we are down to the top 3 Myers masks on this list. And we're about 12 minutes into this video. I didn't think this video was going to go this long. Sometimes sometimes not too often, but I get a little carried away and start going a little bit more descriptive than I prefer. But it's cool. This is all for fun, and I really enjoy what I'm doing. So number 3, anyways, goes to Rob Zombie's Halloween 1. Not only am I a big fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 from 2007, I absolutely love the mask, and up until 2007, that was the closest iteration we had to that resembled a Captain Kirk mask, or in that nature. It was the closest thing we had seen since 1981 that resembled Michael Myers in the way it's supposed to. Yes, I know the H4 mask was a slightly modified Kirk or a retooled Kirk or something along those lines. But when Rob Zombie brought out that mask, and he had to really have an artist who really stepped their game up, because how are you going to compare it to Halloween 1, Halloween 2's Kirk mask. I mean, it's legendary, right? So for all the things you may hate about the Rob Zombie films, whether it be the first one or the second one, or maybe you love them, but whatever it may be, you can absolutely say, if you do not like those movies, that he definitely nailed the mask and created a pretty nice piece of art. I remember the first time I had seen this mask, and I was seriously blown away. I've been wanting one of these masks for many years, and finally, a few months ago, I actually got one, which is a 4FX Unhinged. It's definitely one of my favorite masks I own in my collection, and obviously the Rob Zombie H1 mask is one of my top masks of Michael Myers period, because it is my number 3. So now we're down to the final 2 in this list. There's only 2 left, which is Halloween 1 and Halloween 2. So what is going to be my number 2 between these? Even though it's the same exact mask, 2 different people wearing it, which created a different effect on how it looks. Also, the weathering that the mask went through after years of, they say, being under Deborah Hill's bed. But honestly, more than likely, it got weathered and yellowed by being on top of Nick Castle's fireplace. But my number 2 is going to go to Halloween 2. Look, I'm not the biggest fan of Dick Warlock's Michael Myers portrayal. I mean, I'm really not, and I've said this time and time again. I don't exactly hate it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. It feels too robotic. You know, if anyone was wood through water, it's, in my opinion, it's Dick Warlock. But I'm not ranking Michael Myers portrayals. I am ranking Halloween masks. And while the first 2 movies have the same exact mask, there's something really iconic about the second movie. The way Dick Warlock wore it, the Dick Warlock stretch, they really, like, you know, I don't know if it has to do with the temples, but really stretch out the upper part of the eyes and just kind of squeeze the mask. And really, with all of the weathering and the yellowing that had occurred, it wasn't like overly yellow, but you know, it was there. It was apparent that the black had washed out, the hair. It really gave a new iconic look to the iconic character of Michael Myers. It added another dynamic to that mask, that one particular mask. Now, I do think the Halloween 2 mask does look dirtier, darker, scarier, and it looks amazing. And Dick Warlock, he wore it well. I'm not going to bullshit on this and that. He wore it well. It looked good. And the whole thing is, it was an accident. It wasn't like they purposely made the mask look like that. It just happened naturally, and that's what's so cool about that. Hell, I love the mask so much, I even have one in my case with a Dick Warlock autograph right behind it. Right there. And I don't think you can see the Dick Warlock autograph, but it's right behind it, I promise. And moving on to the obvious number 1, John Carpenter's Halloween 1978's mask. The original Myers mask that was a simple Kirk mask with hairspray painted black, things sprayed fish belly white, and naturally just weathered at the neck, and you know, with the fingers pulling it off, the paint just chipped off, and you just had this flesh tone and this white, just blank, pale, emotionless face. The mask itself pulled off so many different looks throughout the movie. Now I understand several people wore it. You had the stuntman, Nick Castle had it on, Tommy Lee Wallace, you had Deborah Hill wear it, and so on and so forth. You had all these different people wear it, so it did pull different looks, and you know, because it was a fairly thin mask. You had Tony Moran also, so it pulled off different looks. But it all are so iconic. The mask itself just carries so many different looks through different lighting and different shadows. It's just a mask that below what you think of this video. Let me know what your rankings are. I would absolutely love to hear them. Once again, my name is James O'Grim. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That will help me get closer to hitting.
Oh, he's
Hmm?
sleep.
I was.
Yeah.